Coming up on Mountain News this morning, some school officials are speaking their minds on an upcoming controversial amendment for this election year. And one county is beginning to repair its libraries that were damaged from the 2022 flood.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche, and we are coming up on 5 o'clock this Wednesday morning. I think some people are back on the school bus route this morning again. Let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast.
Getting into the routine and trying to stay into it, right, Madison? 57 degrees outside our door here at WYMT, and somewhat of a layer of fog trying to develop. It doesn't seem to be a widespread problem right now, but we will start off with a few areas of fog this morning on top of some very pleasantly, well, in some cases pleasantly cool temperatures. 57 here in Hazard, 58 at Irvin. Otherwise, we're in the 60s, minus Clintwood and Grundy checking in, low and mid 50s your way. Also, a 59-degree reading coming out of your way in Williamsburg. Satellite weather composite, nothing to speak of right now, just some clouds that have been departing over the last few hours. As we broaden the view out, we have some moisture not too far away, but it's going to take its sweet old-fashioned time getting here. There may be the risk of a shower or thunder shower as we head through tomorrow. Bulk of the activity is holding off until we get into the Friday and Saturday mode. All right, yeah, I know, not the best timing, but hey, this has been a fantastic stretch that continues through today with a lot of sun shining up to 85. More about your ARH First Alert 7-day forecast coming up in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. Controversy surrounds the Pulaski County Board of Education after several posts they made make it clear they oppose Amendment 2, which is on Kentucky's ballot this fall. It would allow public tax dollars to go to private or charter schools. Even as some lawmakers voice their concerns, school officials say they are not backing down. Grayson Passmore spoke to a political science expert who explains why the post may be causing some contention.
You'll see the post on the Pulaski County School District's homepage, their social media pages, and each individual school's homepage. The first post reads, "No on Amendment 2, public funds for public schools." The posts are now raising questions about what school districts can say on political issues.
Finding the balance between not wanting to silence government workers while not wanting to stack the deck with government funds is a really tough one.
Dr. Stephen Voss says the political activity of government workers has long been a bone of contention. Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massey said the district is blatantly breaking the law by using public resources to campaign against a ballot initiative. In a news conference Monday, Attorney General Russell Coleman was asked if his office was aware of the post. His answer was yes.
It's pretty unambiguous. It's pretty crystal clear. We as an office are reviewing, our team, our lawyers are reviewing the post, we're reviewing the law. If indeed there's a violation of state law, we know what the facts are. We're looking at the law. We will act with our partners accordingly.
Since that interview, Coleman's office has issued the opinion that public schools can't spend money and school workers can't spend work time advocating for or against a political cause.
Now that schools and education policy are a main focal point of the culture war, political activity by teachers has gotten more attention.
In a statement, Superintendent Patrick Richardson says the Board of Education is not intimidated by the threats of politicians and advocates of Amendment 2. Another post from the district cites data from the Kentucky Center for Economic Policy. It estimates the district could lose between 8 to 16% of its current budget if the amendment passes. Coleman's stance is clear, but he realizes it's contentious.
It continues to become more and more interesting as we get towards our Commonwealth voting on Amendment 2.
In Pulaski County, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
While we wait to see how this will play out legally, Kentucky voters will decide to reject or adopt the amendment on November 5th. With the back-to-school season in session, college campuses are welcoming back their students. For Alice Lloyd College, students move back into their dorms this weekend and classes start on the 20th. With the excitement of the new school year also comes the responsibility of student safety. Vice President of Student Services Scott Cornett says Campus Security Office offers services to help students when they need it.
We have some parking lots that are on the other end of campus that are a little bit, kind of out from things. So we have a shuttle bus that we run, and we also have officers that patrol that and pick up students and bring them back to campus if they need it.
Cornett says the campus has 24-hour police protection and that there are surveillance cameras throughout the campus. With Alice Lloyd College students moving back into their dorms, a campus organization sponsored several students' dorm supplies. Through the Alice Lloyd College Campus Ministry, 21 students received supplies including refrigerators, microwaves, bedding, and other essentials. Mary Turner is the director of admissions at ALC and works with the campus ministry. She says this is the 13th year the ministry has been able to sponsor student dorm supplies.
Some students come here with very, very little, and we want to give them, as our president Step said a couple of days ago in a faculty staff meeting, that we want to raise the bar, but help our students over the bar and help them achieve things. And basic needs are very important.
Turner says sponsoring supplies for the students would not be possible without the support of ALC alumni and community members. Multiple Letcher County libraries were damaged in the July 2022 flood, and now projects aimed to renovate libraries are moving forward. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us where officials are in the reconstruction process.
Plans are in place to restore the Blackie and Fleming Neon libraries. Library Director Alita Vogel says they received clearance from FEMA to start reconstruction on the Neon library.
We are waiting for a special inspection to check the wood framing for areas of the building where we're going to cover up what had been windows. It'll now be bricked to where the flood line was.
Vogel says they are taking measures to flood-proof both libraries. After the July 2022 flood and a kitchen fire, resources in the Blackie Library are limited to a room.
We were able to move our fax machine, did not get destroyed, so we were able to hook it into our regular phone line. And another library gave us a copier. Our printer was, we were able to save it.
The Blackie Public Library serves as more than a place with books.
When we're fully open, it is, folks come in sometimes just to sit to meet their neighbor.
Officials say they are hoping the Fleming Neon Library will be reopened by Christmas and the Blackie Library reopened not long after. In Letcher County, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Library Director Alita Vogel also says they have a catalog of books ready for the Fleming Neon Library when it reopens.